Hi guys, down here at the beach, just getting some sun. Beautiful day. It's a day that I can get my maximum UV at minimum exposure. I've talked about that before, and what it is getting a lot of that vitamin D up there on me in just a minimum amount of time. Right now I'm like exposing my back because they say that's a good area to get sunshine from. And yeah, I just wanted to share with you a thought I had about my recent chemotherapy session and see if this, I don't know, freaks you out or if you think that it's normal. So here's the issue. Last time I did my chemotherapy session, I took my laptop with my MacBook, worked on some things, putting together a website, a course, if you will, that will help people go through the steps of putting together their own protocol to help themselves, like I did. Yes, it does take a lot of research, and it takes a lot of discernment, knowing what is good out there and then what's just absolutely crap. There's a lot of junk out there, right? But there's a wealth of very good information and a lot of good scientific studies that you just don't want to pass by. So I'm putting a course together that will help people make those choices better and also reflect what I'm doing in my own protocol, in my own life, in my own routine. And not saying they should copy that, but saying that here's a map, here's a framework that you can work off of, and it'll make it a lot easier for you to put together your own. The sun feels good, man. So during this last chemotherapy session, I did that, just, did work instead of what I normally do. I normally, answer email, do tweets, do updates, and normal stuff. But when I'm aware that they are dripping the actual chemo into me, I usually meditate, and I use a guided meditation. I think I've told you guys about this before, that on an app that I use, and it's specially designed for people that are taking chemo. So what it does is, like, during the 30 minutes that you listen to it, the guide will take you into a beautiful place in your mind, and then as the medicine comes in, you are kind of guided to direct that to the cells that need it and to protect the cells that don't. Now, I'm not sure what you feel about meditation, or about connecting with another spiritual force, or the collective universe, or God, or spirit, or whatever. But I will tell you this, that I do feel different this time around. And it's the very same chemotherapy I've been having for 4 weeks. For people that don't believe in this, they'll probably just blow this off as some coincidence. But to me, I sincerely believe that because I didn't go through the meditation, the effects were different. The outcome was different. I do believe that we have a very powerful mind, very powerful tool that can change things. And it's best to be used in the best way possible, right? So believe me, from now on, I'm going to be doing my meditations during chemo. Even if it's a placebo effect, I will still feel better after the session, right? Because I think I will. And if that's in my mind, then that's all that matters to me, because I'll feel better. This one has been rough. I haven't had any of that. I don't know why I'm showing you me. I'm showing you all this beauty here. I haven't had any of the, the nausea or vomiting or any of that kind of stuff. But as far as being tired, feeling a little heavier, that kind of stuff that's not normal, I have been feeling that. And the times before I didn't. So there you go. Meditation. To me, it's never really been a mysterious thing. I know being raised in the church, the Protestant church, that a lot of different teachers frown on it, saying that meditation opens your mind to crazy things, right? And you shouldn't. But later I learned that it's a way to do two things. For me, it's one way to, or more than two things, but mainly to calm my monkey mind, as they call it. Your monkey mind, all that stuff that's going on all the time. Calms that when you get into meditation. And the second thing is that I think is amazing for me is that it allows for communication. Somehow for me it opens that pathway between me and spirit. And that is super beneficial to me. But for me, I have to get into, not always, but I have to get into that state of mind. There we go. Yeah. And once in that state of mind, then things flow easier. And that's what happens, I think, during my chemotherapy sessions is I go into this meditation seriously and with expectation. And I imagine the things that the guy's walking me through, that he doesn't call it chemicals, he calls it medicine. The medicine is going to be used and go to, the cancerous cells, and then your other cells will protect themselves, like the hair follicles and the organs. And, it's a beautiful thing. And then this last time, oh yeah, they're putting the Abraxane on now. I didn't do anything. I just kept working on the web course. So I think it made a difference. I mean, it's an experimental thing. Next time I'll go in and do it. And like I said, even if it's placebo, it's so what, if it makes you feel better, it's a good thing, right? It's something that you can add on to whatever you're doing. And you should always be doing that, especially if you are taxed with something as heavy as this. Add nice stuff to your life. Add happiness. Add things that make you happy, and shut off people that give you negativity or, you should, and this is not a negative thing, but you should listen to people who give you advice on different modalities, different things that you can be doing in your healing process, because some of those things need to be, looked at. And it's up to you to take a look at them, to do your own research in Google or whatever platform you use to do research in, and find, various articles, not just one that says it's not good, but, a lot of people or a lot of scientists or a lot of, researchers saying that this particular thing is not good for your type of cancer. You shouldn't be taking it. So people are just trying to help. Remember that when you bring up anything and you get some kind of reaction from somebody, or somebody comes to you, or messages you, or sends an email to you, they're just thinking about your good. They don't want to hurt you. They just thinking maybe this will help the guy, maybe this will help the gal, in their journey, with this disease. So think of it that way. People don't have the intent of being nasty, or being you're dumb and I'm not, and I know what I'm talking about. More often than not, it's not that way. So anyway, hope this is valuable to you. Hope this helps for you. If you have not yet signed up for the updates on my protocol, please do that, because I do send out little short snippet videos that show you what is going on. And this latest one does talk about butter, of all things. So hope you'll join me there. The link is in the description here. And I hope to see you there. Catch you on the next video. Thanks for subscribing here too.